pretty dead on to me.
Alright, well, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Made it out to the blind after a little bit of a family function on my wife's side. I actually had a really good buck daylight in this food plot yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, all night long, and then he daylighted this morning. So he's coming in here pretty consistently and hitting on this Carnage Brassica plot. So he's probably the biggest buck I have that's daylighting consistently. And he's a really good 8-point. We've actually got quite a few pictures of him just around this area and on some family property. I don't think I had pictures of this deer in the summer, so I don't know where he came from. So he's kind of just like a bonus buck, and he's a really good deer. It's Christmas Eve, and I think it's like 73 degrees, 72. But this buck's coming out here, and he's feeding, and he's daylighting, so I was like, I gotta get out to the stand for a little bit and at least see if I can get a chance at him. Shot the bow a little bit, made sure everything was dialed in, and we'll see if he does what he did yesterday. Came in at 2:30 yesterday and then right at 5:15. Fingers crossed, prayers going up that this buck shows up, and the wind's whipping too, so. Good Lord. Holy cow. Anyways, we're here, we're set up, hoping for a good hunt tonight. That's the buck I'm after. Just stayed out of range. I ranged him at like 60 at one point in time, and I'm not doing that because there's a really good chance he'll come back in. That was cool. That's a good deer. Good, solid deer. are dead. Yeah, he looks hurt. Yeah, he didn't even get up with that. I'm gonna watch him for a little bit. I'm trying to think if I should like wait till it gets dark to get out of here or just sit in the darkness for about an hour and then go to the house and give him a little bit. Shot was a little bit back. That's the only thing I can think was that it just was a little bit far back. Looks like I'm gonna have to sit here for a while. All things aside, you hate to see that happen, man. Dang it, man. You hate to do that. Now this deer's sitting over there slowly dying. I hate that, man. I hate that. You hate it. Get in there. All right, here comes the dad and Brandon. What are they on?
Ranger?
Ranger?
What he said?
No. We're gonna go shine where this deer was and then make an idea off of that. I don't know, we're just gonna play it safe, all right? We're gonna play it safe.
He moved.
I hope he didn't, but we're gonna play it safe and see. So, are y'all ready?
Yep.
We'll take it slow. So, like,
I'm telling you, it's gonna be late.
I know, but just in case, like, you just never know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, get on. Let's go.
You should never know.
Check your see if my blood's on it.
I don't know. Well, that buck's not where we left it. It's not to say he could be dead right over the fence, but anyways, let's go up here and see where he's bedded exactly. No. He struggled to get up.
He didn't go that way. He kept going straight because you can see claw marks under the tree where he crawled under it.
So you're calling to tell me you found it?
No. Okay, so he got up from his bed, but there's a lot of blood here, and it looked like he did try to get up when I left and really struggled. The
It
blood,
looks like he did try to what?
the blood is dark, but
But you didn't see him around anywhere. You don't see any eyes looking at you anywhere.
no. We just
Did he follow blood or did he clot?
no, we haven't really looked. So, anyways, all right, we're gonna get back to tracking.
Okay, cool. Keep me on it.
All right, bye. I told you. Stressful. I ain't never. Well, I've had to do this once. Well, it's a lot. Oh, that goes into this. Could have done this. Should have done that. Could do this. Could do that. Should have stayed in the blind for 5 hours. Maybe shouldn't have shot that far of a distance and waited. Gun season's right around the corner. Could have killed him when gun season. I could have disappeared and not showed up during gun season. Felt comfortable. Just shot before I came out here and was grouping at 40 yards. It is what it is. So he wasn't in his bed. Can't find a track or nothing from there. So we're gonna come back in the morning. It's hot. I hate doing that, but we're gonna try to get a blood dog in here and then grid search. It is what it is. I'll make a phone call right now and see if we can get a blood dog out here tomorrow morning on Christmas Day. What are the odds? Alright, well, we had a little bit of change of heart. Actually got a guy with a deer dog here. Gonna go track. It's been about almost 7.5 hours, 7 hours since the shot. So I'm gonna show him the footage and we're gonna go and try to find this deer. Hey man, I appreciate you coming over here.
Yeah, no problem.
And so he just goes over here and so I can slow it down.
Boom.
Yeah.
See,
I thought that was the spot.
It's right there. I mean,
Gosh, yeah.
I think that deer's dead.
Yeah.
I honestly told him, I said, Kobe, when we come back from town, I said, let's let him lay. But I said, that deer's going to be, I really figured it'd be right where
The thing
it was.
is I had to get out of my blind.
Yeah.
And he, so watch, I mean, he just goes and he beds down on the edge of my food plot. And you can tell he's hurt.
Oh, yeah.
But I wait till about 6:30 and use the cover of darkness. But, I mean,
Goodness, he's nice.
yeah, I know.
I was wondering where y'all killed those giant bucks last year.
Yeah, that's the one I killed last year.
Yeah, I seen it
Actually-
painting Usry's place.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see him. Here you go. Here's a headlamp.
Okay, good deal.
Uh,
I didn't bring any of my stuff.
no, you're good.
I brought I got a.
Broadhead right there. Okay. Can you grab that arrow? He actually found an arrow from the
Previous one.
tractor. Oh, yeah. Smell it. You like that? You like that? Okay. All right. Just let it all up here.
I figure I'll give you guys an update. We are looking for this deer now. It's about 1 o'clock and I've not had any luck. Dog helped us find a couple more drops of blood, but it is a young dog, so not really having much luck. But I don't know if it's bleeding very much anyways. So we may try to get a different dog, another dog over here in the morning and get more people here and just spread out and try to grid search, because I mean, we could have very well walked past this deer already, but I don't know. We got an idea where he was headed though, so that's good. But we're on about 600 acres of land now. Ain't no telling. Ow. This makes you sick though. Crab fire. Ah. Ow. Dang it, man. Sucks. Big All right, well, we're back at it this morning. Got a different dog. Big thanks to James and Tyler and them for coming out, getting us with another dog, and maybe they'll help us be able to get another direction on where we're going and maybe where this deer went. And at least not, we got the exposure of daylight so we can actually see. We could have walked within 50, 100 yards within this deer yesterday and not been able to see it just because it was dark. But not going to see a lot of footage this morning probably. We're just going to try to get in here and find this deer. So let the dog do its thing, and
If he can pick it up.
if he can pick it up, yeah. So either way, I'm grateful they're here on Christmas Day, Christmas morning.
No, but I was
That's where we're going, Kobe.
Just that way. You'll see the arrow.
I don't want to do the previous arrows, the previous stuff with my phone.
As we're walking around looking for this deer, and I've had time to think about the shot since last night and watched a bunch of footage. A couple of takeaways is might not should have shot that far. Should have let him probably step forward, but when you're filming your hunts, some of that stuff you just totally forget, which is not excusable. And then I think the big one is I should have just set my butt in the blind and not tried to sneak out. Try to play it as safe as possible. It was Christmas Eve. Had plans. I should have just waited though, because he could have very well just died right where I shot him if I'd have gave him time, or at least if I'd have waited a couple more hours, you know, and tried to sneak out of there then. You know, he might not have had the strength or stamina to get up, but it's still a little early, so we're gonna keep looking and try to put this dog back on a different track and see if it does the same thing, because this deer ran straight to the river, which makes sense, but we'll see. All right, well, I'll give you guys an update here. No dead deer. It's about 9:39. Just got off the phone with a guy. It's Christmas, so obviously it's going to, we would love for him to come in right now, but he's got a family function at 2. But he's very, very confident in his dog. This is what he does. And I wish I would have had his number last night. But anyways, he said he's tracked deer up to 28 hours after a shot. He said if this is going to be the dog to do it. So he's not too far from here, and we're going to go ahead. He said just go ahead and back out and you know, let him come in, and if nothing, me and Colton will come back in here in the morning and tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, he's got a family Christmas at 2, and he said I could come over this evening, and you know, and that gives us more time. He said that's very doable. What does that put us at?
5:30.
25 hours after the shot.
Yeah.
So it is Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys. Oh my gosh.
Spending it.
All right, well, we're back at it again. We've got a really good dog. We got Eric Maxey out here with his dog Clyde, number 3 dog in the state. So thankful for connections like the Arkansas Blood Trailers network coming out here and getting me hooked up. Wish I would have got hooked up with this guy yesterday, but he's done 44 tracks this year.
Yeah, 44 recoveries.
44 recoveries. So we were fortunate enough to have some other people bring some dogs out. It was Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Day. So these were just, one was a young dog and one was a friend of ours with a local dog. So, you know, we appreciate them coming out and trying to make an effort. So we're back here again. He thinks this deer's dead. We think this deer's dead. It's just one of those weird scenarios, you know, you see it happen and then it happens to you, and it's, you know, it's just one of those things. So we're just going to let him do his thing.
Thank you, Cross, right there. Yep. Find him, bud. Good boy. Find him.
Yep. That's exactly.
Them other dogs don't like him barking. Please don't go over there to Matt's.
We got permission.
Yeah.
He made a weird deal though. He come out.
I think we found where this deer went to. How far did he run? What does it say to where we are?
I haven't looked.
I guess it'd have to be a mile and a half.
It was
A mile at least.
a mile for sure.
And he ran over here to my neighbor's property, and we think he just drowned in the river. I wish we, like he said, wish we'd have got over here earlier, but
My son took him on a track about 3 weeks ago.
He took him out on a track, ended up in the river. I didn't get to see it. He tried to video it. Deer drowned, but a little bit of it come up, floated up, and that dog swam right out there and finally found him and drug him to the bank. Now, he videoed it, and I saw it, but I'd have never thought he'd have done that.
Wow. This guy's done it enough, and he's seen this before, that he's acting like this deer drowned out there.
There ain't no doubt. Look
Yeah.
what that dog's doing. He's swimming all
He's
out
smelling
there.
that scent on the river. So what we're going to do is going to get some boats. My neighbor's got boats here, and we're going to get some bright lights, and we're going to go and try to find where he possibly drowned, because that dog is swimming down there in the river smelling that scent. So he's about 90% sure, and he's barking now.
Yeah.
Did it float down already?
He may have ate it.
I don't think. I think he's come up on something. Say y'all got otters in here?
Yeah,
Otters, beaver.
He hates otters.
Hates otters. He's pretty confident though that deer is dead, just based off what he saw. But we're gonna go check it out, and then this would definitely be the crazy experience of my life.
Spent a lot of time here going round and round, but I think what he was doing was picking up on the scent going down current. I'm almost positive he drowned right up there.
Just like what happened with that other deer.
Do what, Kobe?
Y'all's reflection shines in the water. Wish we had a big.
I got this collar off. I'm gonna try to pinpoint exactly where he went in.
Okay.
Might see the body
You think
floating.
he'd swim out there and died right off the bat?
Right in here. Now, how far is this from where we were a while ago?
Y'all are standing right here.
Right here. See, I can lock on this now. I got his collar turned off. Okay, now. Let me check. There's so many lines. He went down right here. Let me. I'll walk.
Those things feel chewy right now.
I really Cooper out.
Oh yeah.
Looking at it
My goal. All right, day number 2. No, it's just started day number 3, but this, I don't know, it just all runs together. Headed back down to the river, really hoping and praying that this deer is down there. We just see him floating. I can't believe it, but that guy is like, man, I'm 100% positive this deer died here. And he's seen these scenarios before, so. And I talked to some people that said we're in good hands with him, so here we go. This is freaking insane, dude. If we find this deer,
You're gonna have to drag me all the way back up here.
if we don't find this deer, it's gonna suck editing this episode. You're right where he almost went in, to your left. Nope, the other left. My left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I think I got a hole in these waders, but I don't care at this point. So it's not super deep, so we're just gonna walk up this side and try and get where we got him going in yesterday. So, yep, there's a hole there. There's a little bit of a hole. There may be another hole. I'm just trying to put our due diligence in, trying to track this deer. Y'all don't flip. Well, all right. It's been about 17 days since I shot that buck on Christmas Eve. And I'm back here at the river trying to see if I can find anything. Searched pretty hard there for a couple days. Went out of town. Then we had a flood. Then work started again. And this is really the first opportunity I've had to get down here and kind of search the river. Yeah, it still sucks. It still really sucks. I guess the main part that sucks the most is you just like, there's so much unknown. Did that deer die? Did it die in the river? Is it somewhere in the woods behind my food plot? Is it still alive? I mean, I do trust Mr. Eric and his dog Clyde. Clyde's a great dog, but you know, we just weren't able to see with our eyes, you know. And I do firmly believe, you know, probably because it's our best lead that we have, that there's a good chance that this deer is in this river somewhere. But we're looking. I guess for right now we're gonna close out this episode. It's a painful one. I learned a lot from this experience. Probably shot a little bit just too far out of my range. And the thing is just being in a food plot, you know, it was windy, had a lot of noise cover, and just no obstruction of the arrow between me and the buck. But the thing is like, we had the gun hunt coming up, and he was so patternable, there was a good chance that I would have killed that buck during the gun hunt. I don't know. And for all I know, this buck may show back up. So I've got a couple of cameras monitoring the food plot. I think my neighbor's got a camera up. At least I asked him to put a card back in his camera just to kind of see. It is what it is. And if you hunt long enough, you had this happen to you. This is probably the first big buck I've had get away from me that I didn't recover if he is dead. But it's just unfortunate. You live and you learn and you keep hunting. So that's what we're doing. Still out here grinding here in Arkansas. But I'm not gonna lie with you, I'm pretty taxed out, and to have that happen there kind of on the tail end of season really sucks. But anyways, thanks for watching this episode. It was a painful one. Cooper, I wish I'd have found that deer, killed that deer, buddy. I've recovered, but talking about it has opened up fresh wounds. You know what I'm saying?
Won't you take a little ride?